going back to the whole idea of a lottery, majority of people who won the lottery end up losing the money. So this great speaker once said, if you ever become a millionaire overnight, you better learn how to be a millionaire today because you lose all of the money. Yeah. And as Darko said, that your goal would change as you change. And sometimes we can set goals for work, we can set personal goals, and we're achieving goals every day, and we don't really notice the shift or the motivation that is driving us towards that goal. But as I said initially, sometimes it's so good, it's better to set these big goals, but we got to have these small milestones that keep us motivated and going towards these goals. Because if we set small goals and we achieve them, sometimes we feel like, okay, so what? I don't really have got to do much. And if we set goals that are really too big, that is so far out of our reach, we feel demotivated. So why is it so important to set in goals? Because what's most important is not really the goal, but who are you becoming moving towards those goals? And if you're not in love or really excited about the person who you're creating, achieving those goals, you're going to be demotivated. It's not going to be worthwhile going after such goals. You're not going to be loving yourself. You're going to feel stressed. You're going to feel depressed, and you're going to be working with all those emotions that you're taking out on your family, your friends, your boss, or whoever. Yeah.
Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday, and we take questions and answers from the audience, some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions, and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy. Okay, if you wrote them in the Zoom window, make sure you copy them for yourself, okay? Now, I want you to think about the environment around you. And as Harry mentioned, the environment around you having people. If you have people around you that don't support, right? So the people around you make part of your environment. Your home makes part of your environment, post-it notes, having goals, having visions, having supporting partners. Is there something you can do in your environment, the people around you, the rooms you work in, where you work, places you go? Are there any changes you can make in your environment to get over those blocks, to make sure they don't happen again? So what can you change in your environment to make sure you get over the blocks and to help you move forward faster? Now, Dino said to keep your eye on the prize. How can you train yourself to do more of that? As you walk down the street, as you go to the supermarket, as you go out to networking, some people will go there and their eye is on the prize. Some people will go to the very same spots and they will see all the problems. Yeah. My friend and I don't wear masks. Yeah, we don't wear masks. We went to the supermarket where the only people out of like 30, maybe 40 people, we're walking around without masks on. I don't even notice the other people. Yeah, and if I do, I smile and say, hello, how you doing? But my friend notices the other people, starts to feel uncomfortable. So I've trained myself to keep my eyes on the prize. How can you train yourself better? How can you train yourself to stay focused on your goals, on your dreams, on the life that you deserve? Yeah, with NLP, we can do that, 100%. But you might be able to do it with some meditation. There might be some other ways. How can you do it? How can you train yourself to keep your eye on your prize? One of the big things we do with NLP is reducing the shadows, reducing reactivity, and reducing those kind of negative things. But for the coaches in here, because there's a few of us, after we reduce the negative things, and I think it's more important we do the reducing first, but some people can work on the strengthening first, and you could do the strengthening first if it's your preference. We want to build up our anchors around confidence, build up our anchors around self-love. And building up our self-love, building up our positive anchors, you could do that first to help get rid of those negative things. Either way, got to do both. Clean up the past and strengthen the positive resources. Once we clean up the past, once we reduce the shadows, once we reduce reactivity, we're going to be in a lot better position to get our goals. Imagine you're getting alignment, and then there's something that throws you out. Well, you're out of alignment. You got to get back in. Yeah. So every time something throws you out, you got to get back in. So clean up all the shadows, and then you're going to be so much more efficient. Now, let's say I started this Motivate community almost a decade ago. Who do you think I want to partner with? Who do you think I want to partner with? Someone who's constantly trying to get back into alignment, or someone who's constantly in alignment? Well, we're all going to fall out of alignment, but I prefer to partner with people in alignment because they're going to be able to produce the results. If they're in alignment and they are like a graphic designer, might be able to use them to do graphic design. If they're in alignment and they're a trainer, we might be able to use them for training. But if they're constantly, if they're constantly falling over, they can't produce the goods. There are tons of coaches and trainers in the Shanghai community, also in the Australian community. They're still working out a lot of their own stuff, so that a lot of them they're falling over still, and some of them, because they're falling over, they're not able to produce the goods consistently. If you're going to start a business, you want to have partnerships with people that can be consistent. Yeah? You might want to have a graphic person, but you're going to want them to be consistent. You might have a salesperson, you want them to be consistent. Yeah? You want them to be working in their passion so they get excited. So partnerships and making the bigger, you got to have all your stuff aligned and work with other people that are aligned so you can go and get it. Now, the last thing I like to do is, if you are fully aligned and if you are moving towards that $1 million goal, that ultimate health, emotional freedom, intellectual freedom, the ability to master your emotions, the ability to master your mind, your thinking, the ability to master and have the flexibility and freedom with your lifestyle, how would it feel? If you are completely moving towards your goals and every morning you wake up and you're going towards your goals, how will you feel? When you jump out of bed, how do you do it? Will you use your left leg, your right leg, or both legs? When you wake up in the morning and you're getting out of bed, knowing that you're living on your purpose, on your terms, working in your passion, creating the life and future you want for the people you care about. What does your bed feel like? What does your room feel like? What do your feet feel like? What do your arms feel like? And how does your heart feel? Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live free Q&A for our students and members, You're welcome. I'll see you there.